I'm gonna say it like this. Me being Kirk Knight and me being me in real life is two different things.
Okay.
Musician-wise, happy, dream. Life-wise, it affects the music, but music doesn't affect the life.
Okay.
Only financially.
Okay.
Feel me? And the reason why I say that is because when you're talking about stuff you already know, you already do it.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's just like, that's why I was saying, all right, wait, back and forth. All right. So basically, yeah, all right, cool, my bad. Brain fart, I had that. Sometimes I have that sometimes. But basically, look, so when you're giving it back, like when you're giving it back financially, yeah, that's cool. It's going to help your living. But then it's just like, imagine all the cons of being a musician going to your life. So like, all right, cool, I'm down this month. I just brought a new crib in this expensive neighborhood, but it was worth it. I could make new music. I could do whatever I want. When it comes to outside and you're trying to finesse your way across the trains and all those things while being seen, being Kirk Knight or trying to hold a certain statue, it's like, that's mental confusion, bro. Like, it's like, imagine being like the guy that's like well respected, but in your personal life you don't feel like that because it's just like you're dealing with so much other things. Like I have a mother, I have a brother, I have people who don't see the musical thing like you do. Like, and that's the worst because it's just like you see everything in music. You're like, yo, this is the potential. I can be this. I can go to Dubai. I can do anything I want. And people don't see it like that until you're successful, bro. So all that confusion, like you having to just be on the grind, like taking those trains late nights, probably getting noticed, like nah, trying to stay calm. People trying to talk to you while you just had a bad day of something that happened in your real life.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the confusion. Like, I was saying it like this. I was like, I used to watch artists on TV. Like, one thing that I said, one of my first hip hop songs. Because the funny thing is, the way I got into music was very different. I was listening to Hawthorne Heights and Yellow Card and stuff like that. I wasn't really listening to hip hop when I first came in because my brother was in that mode in life. And, you know, the younger sibling always just going to follow what your brother do.
Yeah, of course.
He already done had his hip hop lesson. And so he was just listening to more genres, just opening his music and stuff. So that's how I got in. So my first music video that I seen, like hip hop, was Miss Fat Booty by Mos Def. Favorite song, hands down. Amazing.
All the way.
Right? So I'm looking at this video, I'm like, dang, like it must be ill to be a rapper, like da-da-da, this, that, the third. But think about it like this. What happened in his day, do you think, like just in terms of just watching that video, what do you think wrong happened in his day that changed his perspective of how he looked at that whole video shoot? Sometimes I don't even want to think that deep because I feel like I'm overthinking, because I do have a problem with overthinking, which I do feel like a lot of people in life has. But just imagine that, like imagine being Mos Def and having problems.
Yeah.
What is his problems like? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I never looked at it as a kid, so it's just like, it's growing pains. Like, it's when you grow, it's always gonna be pains. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wonder, where is it gonna grow to? And I know everybody has that question, because it's like I can't speak on entirely on everything because I didn't stop experiencing life yet. And you don't stop experiencing life until you're dead.
Right.
And in my head, I don't really stop experiencing life until whenever, because I believe in spirits rising up and being something else and being of the universe and all those things. Because at the end of the day, like, how I look at religion too is just like I take pieces of all the things that I hear and I apply it to my own life to make Kirk Knight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, that's the path that I should go. Because it's just like, these are the guidelines. Like, people don't understand the Bible wasn't supposed to be looked at as like,
yeah, that's
it's
it.
guidelines.
That's yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you have your choice to do anything you want in the world. You could do anything you want. I just moved on like this. I just did what I wanted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do whatever you can do whatever you want. So it's just like, I try to live life by the guidelines of things. Like, in terms of, I'm gonna make my own judgment, but I just know this is the guideline to being respectful. This is the guideline of being. But you don't have to be that. You can be whatever you want.
But just take those
whatever you want. You just gotta know the basics. Because people sometimes don't even know the basics, and they fail in life because they don't know the basics. And they be like, why you don't know the basics, bro?
Mm-hmm.
You can have so much potential, but you don't know the basics, you know?
So just going back to basics. Wicked. I keep saying wicked. I need to stop that.
No, you fine. I say being mad. I'm surprised I ain't say it more times in this interview just now.
So just touching on, as you said, life after death and spirituality and things like that. What would you want your legacy to be?
Oh man, I want my legacy to be like, when people think of Kirk Knight, they never expected any song that dropped from me. That's what I want my legacy to be. I feel like it's the illest thing. Because other people want to have the best music, the best this, the best that. I just want to have music where people be like, wow, I didn't even think he would drop something like this. This is amazing. Like, he dropped all of these. Like, I want people to look back at my life and be like, yo, you really dropped that? Like, that's crazy. Like, think about it like this. At the time when Kanye dropped 808 and Heartbreak, it was a time where he shifted the genre but was hated for it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna love what you do. Not everybody gonna be like, yeah, I'm a fan. Yeah, those Nikes are hard. Like, not everybody's gonna say that. And that's when it starts coming down to who you are. Like, who are you? What do you want? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ask myself that every day because it's just like, if you ask someone, like, all right, I'm a fall victim that I ask people a lot of questions. But initially in my head, I know what I want to do. I just want to see your outlook on it because your outlook might change what I might do.
Right.
Might change what I might do because you never know. You don't know everything in the world, bro. Like, you don't know. I don't know everything. Like, there's certain things I just got my first parking ticket the other day and I didn't know what it felt like until I was 20. It sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to know a lot of things in life until I actually experience it. So this is why I always look for outlook of other people. But you initially always got to know what you want to do. Your feeling got to be stronger than everybody. Like I said, there's some of the decisions that Joey made musically that people in our umbrella did not agree with. And it worked out beautiful.
Right.